getting closer and closer to the start of this year's World Junior Hockey Championship inside the Edmonton bubble. But before puck drops on Christmas Day, we have one more warm-up game on the schedule featuring next-door neighbors, Czech Republic taking on Slovakia. Yes, this is the final of our 4 tune-up games. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Laura Dyken, joined alongside our analyst, Ray Ferraro. Now, once this tournament gets underway, you will see Slovakia in Canada's group, so that would be Group A, while the Czech Republic looking to get back on the podium for the first time since 2005. They're facing off here tonight in the bubble, and with more on that, let's say hello to Dennis Bayak and Craig Button.
Like most games, Craig, we'll see a couple of NHL draft picks in this game. Let's start with Montreal's Jan Mysak.
Yeah, and I mean, a really well-rounded player. He's smart. He's going to be a real key player for the Czechs in this tournament. He returns from last year. You know, after the tournament last year, he went and played with the Hamilton Bulldogs in the OHL, and he was terrific. And I expect him to be no less here in every single situation. And you know, on the Slovak side, you got Martin Kromiak. He came over to North America, played in Kingston. He was terrific, 33 points in 28 games, playing alongside the exceptional status player, Shane Wright. They worked magic together. They're going to need him to get offense in this tournament.
Maybe a pre-tournament game, but there's always a rivalry between these two countries.
Oh, absolutely. And Ray, when it comes to this Czech Republic team, offense will be its bright spot. 9 players have been drafted into the NHL, including the forward, Pavel Novak.
Yeah, well, Craig's talking about Mysak, who is their best player, their most dominant player, and he's really going to carry a lot of the offense. Pavel Novak is an 18-year-old forward who's going to play behind Mysak in this lineup. A 5th-round draft choice by the Minnesota Wild. He led the Kelowna Rockets in scoring last year. He can shoot the puck. He's very skilled in traffic. He's a little guy, but he's really competitive. The Wild really think they might have found a mid-round steal here. They're loaded up front, but Novak's going to have to be a key contributor for him. He can play the center and he play on the wing in this game tonight.
When it comes to the starting goaltenders for this warm-up game between the Czech Republic and Slovakia, both back for another go at the World Juniors. Samuel Halave getting the nod for Slovakia. This is actually his 3rd appearance at the World Juniors. And then on the other side of things, it's Nick Malik, who spent time last season between the Czech Republic and Sault Ste. Marie in the OHL. Well, it's almost time for puck drop here in the Edmonton bubble as the Czech Republic and Slovakia round out our World Junior warm-up games right here on TSN.
The 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship from Edmonton, Alberta is brought to you in part by Esso. The Esso brand has fueled Canada's love of hockey for over 80 years. By Nike, official gear of Canada's national hockey teams. By TELUS, helping build stronger communities on and off the ice. When we give back together, we're all connected for good. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Team Canada. The 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship from Edmonton, Alberta is brought to you in part by Chevrolet. Find new reasons to cheer. Find new roads.
Welcome to Edmonton, the final pre-tournament game of the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship. Czech Republic and Slovakia, their first pre-tournament action. Off day tomorrow, and the tournament will get going on Christmas Day. Referees for tonight's game, Adam Blasky and Carter Sandlak. Again, they will be rotating officials throughout the game. The linesmen are Dion Foster, Matthew Manella to start this contest between Slovakia and the Czech Republic. Starting netminders in nets for Slovakia, it is Samuel Hlavaj. He was the busy netminder for them last year, played in 5 games in the championship in the Czech Republic. And it will be Nick Malik, son of Marek Malik, former NHLer, and he will get the start in goal for the Czech Republic. In behind the bench for Slovakia, it is Robert Petrovicki. You'll remember him from the National Hockey League, a #1 draft pick of the Hartford Whalers. And Karl Mleniak, his first IIHF event, is in behind the bench for the Czech Republic. Good rivalry between these two countries.
All right, gentlemen, pitter patter, let's get out of here.
Final words of encouragement, and we're off and running. Trubicek will take it for the Czech Republic, slides it up at center. Mishak, the Montreal draft pick that Craig talked about, will dump it in. Cleared back out at center and a regroup now for the Czech Republic. Tepley plays it back into his own zone. The long lead pass up the middle. Vituš, he's tied up on the far side boards. And Slovakia back in on the attack. The lead pass intended for Mrazek failed to materialize. Sharp angle chance, and Malik makes his first save of the evening. Jammed up along the boards, holding it in at the line was Krnashko, the captain of the Slovakian team. And now grabbed off by Vituš. They wave off the icing as Hlavai comes out to play. It has to hustle to get back in the net. Samuel Hlavai rimmed it around the boards. And a little bit of hustle there from the Slovakian netminder. Now a break, in on goal, Lang goes in, and Malik makes the save as Mikulka found a little bit of room on that right side.
Well, some scoring chances right off the bat here, minute 04 in, but Hlavai tries to throw the puck around, but as he comes back, he realizes, uh-oh, but he gets back there pretty composed, and then the play comes back the other way, and this is a nice save by Nick Malik, covers up the rebound.
Alexei Mikulka with that opportunity. Juracek swings this up at center. Raska will play it into the Slovakian zone. In behind the net, Petrovicki gets a bump. That is Ryan Petrovicki, son of the coach of the Slovakian squad. Certainly a hockey family there. Bouncing puck back into the Czech Republic zone and cleared right back up at center. Sojka tried to control it, could not. Back in, Richter from the right side gets turned aside. And Slovakia will control, cleared up the middle. Bouncing puck skips away from Sojka as he was on his way to the bench for the change. And this gets carried right back in by Cloutier. Rims it around the boards. Kofer trying to hold on to it. Penalty coming up on the play. And the Czech Republic will get the first power play of this hockey game.
Oliver Turan, who played in the tournament last year,
23
he gets
Slovakia,
turned around on the
tripping.
wrong side, and once that stick gets punched in there, chances are, if you don't get a penalty, it's good fortune. Turan doesn't get the good fortune.
So the Czech Republic will go to work with the man advantage. Power play in last year's tournament at home was number 3 in the World Junior Championship, running at a clip of 26.9%. Jammed up on the far side boards. Kalinic for Slovakia will clear. Turan in the penalty box. And the Czech Republic with the man advantage. Haas gets to center, trying to get it in deep, could not. And David Budrak, one of the returnees for Slovakia, will send it all the way down the ice. Malik will come up, snap this up through center ice for Gut. Gut tries to work his way in, cleared back to the blue line. Kept in at the line there by Haas. He'll dish it off. 1:15 left in the power play. Sneaking in from the backside is Tepley. Tepley now takes the pass. Near circle, goes cross ice, quick shot. That one may have ticked off a stick in front. And caroms all the way around the boards and all the way back down the ice. And we'll get player changes for the Czech Republic. Haas clears for Gut. Gut plays it right side. Slap shot from the right side by Novak. That whistled wide and caroms all the way around the boards. Spoizeo will go back and take it comfortably in behind his own net. For Gut. He gets it stripped at center. Kalinic back in. Kalinic with the wrister. And Malik takes it up high and hangs on.
Nick Malik gets himself into the right position. Some sloppy play coming up the ice by the checks and turning over the puck. You hear coaches talk all the time, inside and outside the blue line, you better be strong, and if you're not, you're gonna run yourself into problems, and that's what ended up happening there. But Kalenic doesn't get to pick his corner.
19-year-old Michael Mrazek out to try and kill off the rest of this penalty up front, along with Yelush. Carried in by Gut. Plays it around for Novak. Novak in the Kelowna Rockets. Novak controls, lets the wrister go. It's off a leg. Gut from a sharp angle, sailed it wide. No shots on the power play as Turan makes his way out of the penalty box. Svozale tries to dance his way through. Gets taken into the corner. And Slovakia will control. Chromiak waits for it on the right side, but it's carried up the middle by Nemitz. Nemitz got stripped of it. Bichar back in his own end. Up for Chromiak. Did he get a piece of it? Yes, he did. And Malik will come out. Malik will play it away for Roman Faith. Turan pinches in from the line. And this goes off a stick and out of play.
Martin Chromiak came over, played his first game on January 2nd of this year with the Kingston Frontenacs. And Shane Wright, the star 2004 born, the exceptional status player, seemed that once Chromiak got there, there was a great chemistry between the two of them. And Chromiak had a great finish to his season, and Shane Wright just took his game to another level. Chromiak's quick and he's fast, and one of the things that when you got an exceptional player like Shane Wright, you need players that can not only think along the same lines as him, but also have the skill to take advantage of the things he's going to create. And Martin Chromiak is a really nice fit there in Kingston.
Odd man rush, here comes Chromiak. He draws a penalty, but a big save by Malik. Are we going to get a penalty shot? Chromiak pulls it in. Kanashko back for Chromiak. Extra attacker on the ice on the delayed penalty. Coming up to the Czech Republic. Great scoring chance by Chromiak. And it is just going to be a hooking penalty.
I like those referees not to have as much time to think about, should I call a penalty shot? I want him to be decisive right off the bat here. But here's Chromiak, and he breaks free. He sees that there's an opening, and he takes full advantage of it, and Nick Malik makes a really nice save. Stays on side, but he recognizes there's an opening here, and he is going to be a key to the Slovak offense.
Maybe referee Carter Sandlak thought, you know what, it's a pre-tournament game. They probably want to work on special teams, so we'll just call a penalty on it. Let the power play and the penalty kill do some work.
In a tie game, you have shootouts too, Dennis. Maybe they want to work on the shootout.
They can do that after practice.
Okay.
Faith will take it in behind the Czech Republic net. Near side, Yelush. Nemitz at the line. Back for Yelush. Yelush walks it in, fakes the shot. Back for Faith. Faith will look on the far side. Messer's there. Comes back for Yelush. Nemitz from the line. The blast, that gets blocked. And a good block, pre-tournament game or not. Labai will clear this around and take it on the far side by Yelush.
Well, Labai came way out. There was just no room on that net as he came out aggressively and shut it down.
Chromiak skates it in, drops it back for McClurka. Kanashko at the line. Slavkovsky takes the cross-ice pass, couldn't handle it. Juraj Slavkovsky, top circle, gets it down to the goal line and trying to get that to the forehand with Soika. Couldn't handle it clean enough, but it is kept in at the blue line. Kanashko plays it back near side. Slavkovsky, back for Kanashko, back for Slavkovsky. Power play continues for Slovakia. Shot from the far side. That's off the side of the net as Chromiak with that quick release.
Everything he does is quick. He's got a quick mind. He made the quick pass across the seam. You got to be ready for it. And, you know, one of the things that's so instrumental to get into the NHL, you got to be able to do things quickly. You got less time, you got less room. And if your mind isn't processing at a quick rate, you're going to have a tough time having success. Martin Chromiak does not lack the quick processor.
Los Angeles Kings draft pick this past draft. Yellow's trying to hold it in for Slovakia. Dying seconds of the man advantage. In the slot, shot with a rolling puck. As Roman Faith gets that in on Nick Malik. Power play has expired. This game is scoreless. Slovakia and the Czech Republic here from Edmonton.
Well, there's Nick Malik, the son of former NHLer Marek Malik, and well, very competitive. Nick is really competitive in the net. He's got the skill, and well, like most goaltenders, you need more time to develop, not less, but he's competitive, he's smart, he's athletic, and see where the path takes him. It's taken him to Sault Ste. Marie. Pretty good team. He plays up there with his teammate, who was drafted by the New Jersey Devils, Jaromir Pitlick.
Marek Malik. Nick was born in Raleigh when Marek Malik played there. And of all the games he's played in the National Hockey League and all the things he's accomplished, there will be one thing we will always remember Marek Malik for, and that's for the shootout goal.
Oh.
What was it, round 17 or 18?
It was deep in there. All I know is that they were running out of players on the bench.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about Marek was that when they asked him after, he said, I kept watching and...
Shot deflected in front, score. Czech Republic will draw first blood. Pavel Novak, I think, was the last player to get a stick on that wrister from the line. Czech Republic, after killing off the penalty, get the opening goal on a deflection.
You know, really quick movement. You know, the puck comes up high to Stanislav Svazil, and he gets it over, and now Novak gets to the front of the net and gets to the tip. It's just a terrific play all the way around. Hugo Haas, you know, takes that pass in one motion, gets it directed to the net, and Novak, not being a bystander, onlooker, gets there and makes a nice redirect with a kind of a midway shot that he deflects down, and Alaba doesn't have a chance to make the save.
58 points in 55 games in the Western Hockey League with Kelowna last year. There's a sharp angle try by Vitush. Turned aside by Halabai. Mishak trying to dig it out of the pile for the Czech Republic, being watched there by Staka. And the battle continues. And Staka will now control. Pass deflected through the middle. Not a lot of room there for Makluka. And Staka will retreat. Had a lane for Knoschko this side. Elects to go to the far side for Slavkovsky, and now carried in near side by Knoschko. Trying to get it for Chromiak. Chromiak gets tied up in the corner. Puck bounces around. Gets knocked down there by Korka. And the Czech Republic back in on the attack. Cleared in, but from his own side of center by Vitush, and that'll be an icing call.
Well, here comes the goal again. There's the shot by Haas, and there it is, about maybe 2/3 of the way up. And a really nice redirect by Novak. I mean, he wasn't just going to the net with hope. He was going to the net with an understanding that the puck can get there. I got to be ready for it in some way, shape, or form, and showing off really nice hands with that tip goal.
Emotional tournament for the Czech Republic last year at home in Ostrava and Trnich. Started off with that upset win over Russia, and then could never get to that emotional level perhaps after that, as they lost to Germany in the very next game, which was certainly a bit of an upset the other way. Ended up in the tournament, finishing 7th overall. Czech Republic in on the attack. Shot to the short side. Hlavaj makes the save on the wrister from Serena, or rather from Pitlick. And this will get cleared up at center. Prickle will carry this in. He gets squeezed out on the near side. Golian, who was on the team in British Columbia back in 2019, did not play last year, Golian. And back into his own zone, looking for some room, is Yelush. Will wind it to center, one-handed into the Czech Republic zone. Goes to the backboards with Adam Raska. Chipped around by Martin Haas, and Novak waits for it. Bounces it up at center. 1-0 Czech Republic on the goal by Novak. Budrak didn't get much on his rim around in behind his own net, and as a result, Czech Republic comes up with it. And unable to control it on that far side was Haas. Kucherik, his defense partner, waiting for it. He elects to send it up the left side boards, on and off the stick of Mikkel Gunn. And now right back up the ice. Chance in front of the net. Loose puck for Kalinic. And they bang away at it. Malik is down, and somewhere under the pile is the puck. It is Jakub Kalinic with the opportunity. Novak has opened the scoring for the Czech Republic.
There's Nick Malik. He's been tested a few times here early with some really excellent chances, and the speed that the Slovaks are exhibiting coming through the neutral zone and getting to the middle of the ice, really pushing back the Czech defense, and they're going to have to be very aware of that as they've been caught a couple of times outside the dots. There's the scramble in front of the net, and I don't know how the referee kept his eye on the puck, because
Slovakia finished 8th last year, and they were not happy. They felt that they were a better team. Turan back in his own zone for Slovakia. Winds it to the red line, sends it around the boards. Malik trying to trap it, gets a piece of it, not enough. Juricek gets it up to the blue line, right back in, and Malik is going to hang on to it with Kashlik on the doorstep.
For 4 years, teams have done amazing things to raise the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup. But this year, ideas triumph. What would you do with $100,000 for your community?
1-0 Czech Republic. Off day tomorrow for all the teams, and then it gets going on Christmas Day here in Edmonton, the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship. Bounces around on the near side. Mikluka couldn't handle it for the Czech Republic, or rather for Slovakia. Vituš carries it back in. Vituš, he'll turn it over in the corner, and Staka will lift this up, or Konoshko rather, will lift this up at center. Bounces around. Schlekovsky will carry it in, try to play it back to the blue line for Konoshko. Up there on defense along with Staka. Staka trying to hold the line. Tepley got in behind him, but he couldn't catch up to the loose puck. Deflected up through center. And the loose puck finally taken by Staka. For Yelush, the long wrister. And that gets grabbed and held on that long wrist shot.
we talked about last year Slovakia being disappointed by their 8th place finish. There's more skill in this group this year. And, you know, they had some chances at different points of that tournament, but when you don't have enough skill and you're always kind of fighting an uphill battle and you get all the chances you want, but it becomes really difficult to get those goals when you most need them, and Slovakia certainly were not able to get them when they most needed them. And this year, they got more talent, they got more skill, and Robert Petrovicki was a top-notch skill player, and you know, I think he's feeling a lot more at ease knowing that his team can generate more offensive chances and ultimately finish on them. We've seen that here in the first period. Their attack moving up through the middle of the ice and getting some grade A scoring chances on Nick Malik.
On that topic, Craig, only 9 goals last year for Slovakia. That was fewest in the tournament. And only 4 of those 9 came at even strength. So yes, an area that they do want to get better at. Jammed up in the Slovakian zone, now played around the boards. Punched out at center ice. Gis gets knocked down by the glove hand of Martin Haas. And play will get whistled down.
You know, one thing Slovakia does not have to worry about is their goaltender, Samuel Halavai. And I'm still shocked he hasn't been drafted, Dennis. I got to be honest with you. You know, there's certain things. Terrific in Sherbrooke in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. He was really good for Slovakia last year because he knew he didn't have any margin for error, and he delivered. And, you know, when you got that rock-solid base in the net behind you, gives you a certain level of confidence in all areas of your game.
His 3rd World Junior Championship, played in 4 games in British Columbia, played in 5 games last year, and will no doubt be the key to any success that Slovakia will have in this championship. But as we talked about a couple of minutes ago, will need some offensive help from his teammates. Kuricek plays it around, jumping in from the line to hold it in is Mudrak, one of the 6 returnees for Slovakia. Mudrak stays in the fight in the corner. Finally picked up and chipped away by Raska, but it doesn't get anywhere. And Czech Republic will regroup. Up the middle for Mikkel Gut, couldn't handle it. And Faith goes back for Slovakia. Roman Faith will play it back into his own end, and then he'll head to the bench on the change. Under 7 to go here in period number 1.
Quick question for you, Dennis. Do you consider Andre Golian a returning player?
Well,
that's kind of there's a nuance there.
Actually, my notes say 6 returning players. Golian played in 2019. So
yeah.
Here's what lies ahead for Slovakia in this championship. They'll start against Switzerland, Canada. Canada's had a lot of success against some of the teams in its own group, and then Germany, and then Finland to wrap it up on the 30th.
Well, you know, you start on Christmas Day. It's a good chance to, you know, get your game in order before you have a real challenge against Canada, obviously. Come back again. You got to beat Germany. You got to beat Switzerland if you want to finish in the 3rd spot there. And you finish with Finland.
Lavai down, makes a initial save, was down for the rebound, which never did have to make a save on that 2nd attempt. Kalenic takes it wide, the speedy winger for Slovakia. Kashlik tries to work it off the backboards, can't. Swazel grabs it off, can't clear though. Bichar looking for a lane to shoot that. Finally did let it go, but it got blocked. Kashlik is in after a loose puck. Chopped at it. Konashko trying to hold it in, and he'll elect to play it back into his own zone. Zone right back up to center ice. A quick lead pass for Kashlik failed to materialize, and now Vitush will carry it in, looking for the backside score. Great pass by Vitush, and Michael Tepley taps it in off that backside. And 2-0 Czech Republic.
Well, Michael Tepley recognized that there was an opening there, and Vituch made no mistake. He got himself into an attacking position, turnover right at the blue line there. Real nice play by Swazil, and now here comes Vituch. He's got his head up, I'm attacking, and it's a tap-in for Michael Tepley. Just a terrific play. When you attack the net, you hold the goaltender. The goaltender has less time to be able to go over there and even have a chance at trying to defend that shot by Tepley. And just a terrific finish, a recognition by Tepley, and then Vituch challenging the net like you have to do it. Excellent play. And Svazil makes the play on the first goal. He makes a great defensive play here. He's an 03 boy. He's a first rounder in my view. He's a real promising young player.
29 goals for Tepley with the Winnipeg Ice last year in the Western Hockey League. 2-0 Czech Republic with the lead here in the opening period. Good hit at center ice. Petrovicki stepping up on Muzik. Soika Quickly out through center. Slovakia has had its chances, but the Czech Republic has buried its opportunities. This off a stick. No, Pitlick did not touch it. And an icing call against Czech Republic.
And therein lays the difference in the game, right? Some grade A scoring chances by Slovakia that they couldn't finish. Nick Malik had a lot to do with it, but taking advantage. You see Tepley right there in the middle of your screen. He understands he's got the advantage. He doesn't lose it. And Vituch with a terrific pass, holds the goaltender. And Dennis, you and me could have scored that goal. Just put your stick down on the ice.
Well, I'll go with you. You're pushing it on me a little bit. Out through center. This will get bounced in. Golian chips it off the backboards, and Slovakia back on the attack. Ooh. Big run there at center ice. Adam Raska just missed. There's Tepley. 2-0 Czech Republic. NBA on TSN continues Christmas Day as the Pelicans take on the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Miami Heat. Action gets underway at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific on TSN. 2-0 Czech Republic, face off outside the line. Bichar reverses against the traffic. Pinching it off on the boards, though, is Mikkel Gutt. Pile up in the corner, Bichar down, gets back up. Novak trying to dig it out of Bichar's skates. Not a lot of room there. Kashlik trying to get a handle on it, can't. Novak has it. Tries to get it back to the line, does. Penalty coming up to Slovakia. Jiricek from the line, plays it around deep. Malik has gone to the bench for the extra attacker. And Bichar is the guilty party for Slovakia, and Czech Republic will go to the power play for the second time.
Yeah, Oliver Turan. When you go into
23 Slovakia, 2 minutes
along
reporting
the
and
boards, you got to
misconduct.
be very careful when you're coming from behind like that, because it's going to get called every time. And it's a 2 and a 10, and you know, it's not even so much the force at times. I mean, the force can cause lots of problems. It's a dangerous play. And it just can't be allowed, and that's why there's a 10-minute misconduct attached to it, and you got to be very cognizant of where you're at, going to try to lay a body check on a player in those positions.
23 Turan, not 3 Bichar. Well, both were in the mix, but it was Turan who will go to the penalty box for the second time in this game. Trying to take that to the net, right off the face-off, but it was cleared. Tepley will clear this back out at center ice. Raska leaves it back. Tepley will play it deep. Centered up front, backhand drive. Good glove save by Samuel Halavai as he flashes the leather and hangs onto it.
Well, they get the puck into the zone, and then Slovakia really can't get it, and it's a little quick play off of the net, off of the blocker perhaps of Halavai, and he has to be sharp as get himself back into position to face up to that shot.
Led the Q in goals against average, which was the Jacques Plante trophy for Halavai. Tepley is in, blocker save Halavai. And picked up by Kalenic, but he can't clear. Tepley walks it down, gets it to the goal line, cross ice pass, knocked got turned aside, back at the line, slap shot, and through all sorts of traffic, big save by Halavai as he had Pitlick all over him.
That was a fantastic save by Samuel Halavai, because he had to get quickly out to the top of the crease and find that puck, and he did.
Mishak drop pass. Tortil lets the wrister go, that got turned aside to the short side. Haas pulls it in for Tepley. Power play for the Czech Republic to the goal line, backdoor. Halavai comes across, and Pitlick with the great setup to Mishak. And Mishak can't believe that didn't find the back of the net.
while he can, and Jan Mysak, who had the shot, can't believe it either. But watch Halabai, what he does here. He pushes himself out and now closes down the net as best as he can. He doesn't reach. He tries to do everything he can to reach out. That's the first save on the kick one where he has to fight. Then here he comes, how he throws himself and thrusts himself out there. He's trying to close down as much net as possible. Terrific save.
5 shots on this power play for the Czech Republic, and still 38 seconds left in the man advantages. Turan is in the penalty box for 2 and 10 on the boarding call. Novak floating around on the near side. Played cross ice by Svozel, and Svozel lets that go, and that goes off a stick and out of play.
Well, we're seeing a real competitor in the net there with Samuel Halabai, and you know, we saw a number of different plays. You know, the play off the backboards when they kick it back, the shot from the point, then the play across. He's been challenged in multiple ways and been really good on this penalty kill for Slovakia.
Mikhail got to take the face off for Czech Republic, wins it. They stay in control on the power play. Muzik plays it back to the line. Near side Novak takes it off the sideboards. Plays it down. Ditush plays it back. Cross ice for Novak. Novak back to that far side looking for Gut. Gut has it as he controls it. Lets the wrister go. And goes off a stick and maybe off a body and up and down a play. Power play has expired. 5 shots on that man advantage for the Czech Republic.
And some really good shots and chances, and Samuel Halabai has kept this a 2-0 game, and you know, back to Halabai again. Like, he's rock solid in the net. He's a pillar. Don't have to worry about him. Don't take needless penalties. Don't force him to do things more than he's capable of, and he's capable of doing a lot.
Malik will come out and play that away. Played up the boards and out through center. Bumped on the far side as Nyman got bumped. Penalty coming up on the play. There's a good rush there by Jakub Rachlowski. And that draws a penalty, and the Czech Republic back to the power play.
And I should correct myself. It's not doing things
penalty
that push him to do more things he's capable of. Don't make him do things that are unnecessary. Now you get another penalty. You take a bad angle. He's just been terrific on a penalty kill for 2 minutes, and now you're going right back out there again and asking him to, you know, keep the puck out of the net. And he's terrific. But these are the types of penalties that just, there's no rationale for taking them.
So back to the man advantage here. 96 seconds left in period number 1. And a 2-0 lead for the Czech Republic. Muzik plays this back at the line, and a wrist shot off the stick of Svozel. And that didn't miss by much. Svozel has it again. Near side, Novak looking for that far side, and that got tipped wide. Novak again creeping into that backside. Now he'll take the pass top circle. Novak being watched closely by Turansky. Sends it cross ice. Oh, on the near side, there was the opportunity there. Just failed to materialize. Nice pass though from Gut on the far side, and now Brickrow hustles to the bench after he has broken the stick on the play. Svozel carries it back in, rims the boards. After it, Nemitz. Nemitz got beaten to the puck. Back up top it comes. Svozel plays it down low. Novak waits, fires to the short side. Halabai got across. Novak had just a little bit of trouble to handle that pass cleanly, and that allowed Halabai to get across and make the save on the short side. Late period pressure here on the power play by the Czech Republic. Svozel for a Pitlick score! Power play connects. Third time lucky for the Czech Republic, and late in period 1, they take a 3-0 lead as Raska and Pitlick connect.
15.3 left on the on the penalty, and this is just another terrific play here. Svazale holds the man, steps in here, and then Pitlick, you see Raska totally ready for that shot. It's not even on his stick for a split second, and it's gone. But again, we talk about putting yourself under unnecessary duress, and Slovakia has done that. You know, it's fascinating for me to always watch young players, and Stanislav Svazale, number 5, that's 2 assists. He's a 17-year-old defenseman. Everything's running through his hands at the top of the power play. Everything. He's brilliant. He's got a great vision, great mind, deception. Made the terrific play on the second goal. Broke up the play defensively at his own blue line.
Vitush carries in, but offside called against the Czech Republic. As the Czech Republic, one period done here in the final pre-tournament game. 3-0 after 20 minutes of play.
Character, integrity, respect. If we bring good sportsmanship on and off the ice, we can help end bullying.
NBA on TSN continues on Christmas Day as the Pelicans take on the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Miami Heat. Yes, the action gets underway at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, right here on TSN. All Czech Republic in that first period here against Slovakia in our final warm-up game of the World Juniors. Laura and Ray back with you once again. And we like how things go full circle. There was a player that you pointed out in the pregame, and Pavel Novak was the one that got the scoring started for the Czechs.
Yeah, every once in a while you throw a dart out there.
You're a genius.
Oh, yeah, of course. Pavel Novak is the leading scorer in Kelowna last year. He had 58 points in 55 games. He's going to get the Czechs off to a 1-0 lead. Really good work here by Adam Raska, who leads the forecheck, gets control of the puck, and then he's going to go back to the point to Haas. Haas is a Washington draft pick. His shot's a simple one, but there's Novak in the middle of the ice to deflect it in. This is a beautiful play. David Vituch has the puck, and he throws it across to Michael Tepley, who plays in the Western Hockey League. He scores to make it 2-0, and then on the power play late in the period, Raska with the one-time power play off the Pitlick pass, and really a dominant first period for the Czechs. They were quicker, more aggressive, stronger than Slovakia, and full marks for their 3-0 lead.
And pitching a shutout right now thanks to Nick Malik, making his second appearance at the World Juniors. And he started one game last year, got lit up, .864 save percentage.
Yep.
Year older, looking pretty solid there.
The difference, we talk quite frequently, the difference from 1 year to the next for a junior player. When you go from 17 to 18 or 18 to 19, you're physically more stronger. You're certainly more confident. And here's Malik with a couple of really good stops, 2 breakaways. He gets out to start Martin Kromiak, who's a very good player with this save. And then on the second 15-foot chance, he's out at the top of the crease. He's got to fight for the puck. Last year, he played behind Lucas Perique, who is the backup this year. So a little bit of a flip as Malik gets a start here in Game 1. Had an excellent first period when he was tested.
You mentioned Martin Kromiak. He had a great chance there in that first period. And here he is with our Ryan Rashog.
Well, Martin, obviously not the start that your team was looking for. What do you have to do to not get too discouraged and to fight your way back in?
We have a lot of opportunities to score a goal, so we just have to keep pushing and hopefully we'll score some goals.
It was 6 years ago that your nation last won a medal at this event. Do you remember that? What would your opportunity have been to have seen that and witnessed it?
Yeah, I remember it. It's for sure my favorite moment from World Junior, so I think they were really good.
Martin Revai was a big player on that team, someone you obviously look up to as well.
Yeah, I want to be a leader on our team, so I'm trying to do as much as I can for the team, so hopefully we'll score some goals and we'll tie the game.
Thanks, Martin.
Thank you.
Canada won its warm-up against Russia earlier today, but it could have come at a big cost. We've got the highlights when we return to the Edmonton bubble.
Westlake supports the Hockey Canada Foundation Assist Fund because he knows when we help kids get on the ice, there's no limit to the power of play. Give an assist. Donate now.
As promised, highlights from Canada and Russia's warm-up game earlier today, and Russia on the move here in the late goings of the second period. Vasily Podkolzin weaving through the defense. It's turned aside, though, by Devin Levi. Seconds later, Arseny Gritchuk is sprung, but that one goes wide. So still zeros on the board after 2 periods of play. Russia, oh, so close from breaking the goose eggs. Now in the third, we do finally get a goal as it's Cole Perfetti dropping it back for Jamie Drysdale, and he picks the corner. This is Drysdale's first game action since March. And as I said, a goal in the bubble, 1-0 Canada, but then some potentially devastating news a few minutes after that. It's the captain, Kirby Dach, making the hit, and it does not look good. There goes the glove, and he goes straight to the dressing room. No update from head coach Andre Tourny after the game. Just over 5 minutes to go now, and Levi keeps the shutout intact. That was Igor Chinnikov on the break. Levi doing the best he can as Canada gets the win, 1-0. And Ray, instead of us talking about the positives here, the 1-0 win for Canada, it's that potentially devastating news I mentioned and the status of the captain, Kirby Dach.
Really such a good story for Dach to basically volunteer to call Hockey Canada to say, hey, I'd like to come back and play. Played last year with the Chicago Blackhawks, of course. Has had a really strong camp. He's the captain of this team for a reason. And a rather innocent-looking play where he comes together with a Russian player in the middle of the ice. Immediately, as you mentioned, his glove is off, and you don't have to be a doctor to know he's got a right hand wrist injury, and they'll look at him and get him x-rays tonight. And for not just this tournament, I feel badly for him if he's not able to return. You finally get back on the ice after this much time, and hopefully there's good news in something that doesn't look very good right there.
Well, let's get to some good news, and that was definitely Canada's crease and Devin Levi, who played outstanding there. And we were saying there was a question of who was going to be the starter along the way. Pretty good audition, I guess we could call it, for him.
Oh, yeah, you bet. If you get the ball early, don't give it up. Don't give it to somebody else that maybe they might get an opportunity to play and you lose the crease. And I thought Devin Levi didn't have a great deal to do, but when he did, he really looked composed. I expected for a 6-foot goaltender to be one of those goalies that's really active, a lot of movement in the net. Look how stable and square he is to every shot that comes in. Levi showed good hands in that he catches the puck. He stopped a couple of breakaways. I thought he was terrific. He certainly didn't hurt his chances at all. And when they get to hit the ground running against Germany on Boxing Day, I would fully suspect he's your starter.
No surprise, he was named the player of the game for Canada as well. Well, Ray mentions the promo, and it's just so seamless like that. Yes, Canada's World Junior Championship officially kicks off on Boxing Day, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. And the second intermission will start to look ahead to that. And of course, you can see it right here on TSN. Well, so far, it's all the Czech Republic here inside the Edmonton bubble, scoring not once, not twice, but 3 times in that first period. 3-0 over Slovakia.
Czech Republic with the lead as we get set to start period number 2. Pavel Novak opens the scoring from Svojil and Martin Haas, and then Tepley with a little tap in on the back door, and then Svojil with another assist. Pitlick with a nice setup for Adam Raska. 3 right-handed shots for the Czech Republic, finding the back of the net, and the shots and the play very much favored Czech Republic, and we saw some offensive flash from them.
Oh, absolutely we did. They were zipping that puck around pretty good. Even the first goal, there was a redirect tip right in front of the net by Novak was an example of that. But, on the second goal, there's Vituch and Tepley right to the net. Just a perfect execution, stick down. But it wasn't just there was many other opportunities. Tepley again, pass over to Mishak, and a great save by Halave. And their ability to maneuver the puck into tight spots and try to work different types of plays really kept the Slovaks back on their heels. And then the 3-0 goal right off the stick of Raska real quick off the pass by Kritel, and 3-0 and away they go. And there's the young Stanislav Slazeo. Just a terrific young player.
Nice to see the smiles on their faces. It's been a tough goal for them. So 3-0 Czech Republic as the second period gets underway. We mentioned this earlier that they do switch officials every period as with the pre-tournament schedule being cut short. The officials looking to get a little bit of extra work. Kyle Kowalski and Tyson Stewart are the referees here for the second period. We'll get to the linesman in a second. This gets turned over. Michael McGowan and Ben O'Quinn are your linesmen here in the second period. Shot goes wide of Malik in the Czech Republic. Tepley hits the Slovakian line, carries wide, puts on the brakes against Kanoshko. Lost control of it. Back up for Slavkovsky, and he'll slide it into the Czech Republic zone. Juraj Slavkovsky trying to work it out of the corner, gets it to the side of the net. Malik was down on that right pad. Shot never did get through. Straka holds it in at the line. No, he does not. And backing him up was Slavkovsky, and he'll clear it back into his own zone. Kanoshko is on it. First Straka. Back for Kanoshko, deflects it off the far side, and Czech Republic back in on the regroup. Martin Haas gets pressured. Clears it, and Ruzik will send it up to center ice. Prickrow plays it into the Slovakian zone, and he'll hustle along with Pitlick to the Czech Republic bench for the line change. Novak comes in on the forecheck. Slovakia regroups. Petrovicki. His pass off a stick goes high in the air, knocked down. Raska trying to get it in front for Novak. Back for Raska off the skate. Had a chance on the short side, couldn't tap it in. Raska now on it again, throws it, right pad save by Lavai, rebound, sharp angle try, and this finally comes off the stick and gets grabbed off and skated out of harm's way by Taransky. They wave off the icing on the play. Back to the blue line, Petrovicki's shot, that got blocked. Goes off the skate of Novak. And Juracek will take it. Gut will play it back in behind his own net. Klekorka looks up the middle, nice pass. This will get deflected in. Jakub Rajchlovsky tipping that deep into the Slovakian zone. Krutil plays it to the left point. And now an odd man rush. Krutil, the only man back. Kalenic played it to the front of the net. That came off a skate as Kalenic was trying to find Kashlik on the backside.
Slovakia's had some real good opportunities off the rush. Some quick movement with the puck up the ice and then getting quickly into an offensive posture where they had some real good chances.
Krutil getting chased down there by Michael Mrazek. And across the line, the long wrister from Nyman. And that goes off the skate out of play.
Well, Slovakia had another opportunity as they come through the rush here, and 2-on-1, and then you see Malik, he just kind of loses his edge there. Doesn't end up costing him. We've seen that happen a few times over the years where goaltender loses his footing and the puck finds its way into the net, but Nick Malik didn't have any of that misfortune. You know, you think about the game, too. You think about some of the good chances Slovakia's had, and you think about two critical mistakes they made. They made a critical mistake at the offensive blue line that got turned up for that 2-on-1 goal by Tepley, and then they take a really unnecessary penalty by the captain, Kanoshko, and it's 3-0. So, you know, certain things you just can't do or you put yourself in harm's way, and Slovakia has done exactly that.
Icing call. Faceoff will come all the way back.
You know, if you go poking around a hornet's nest, chances are you're going to get stung.
Eventually. Czech Republic with the 3-0 lead. Three games on Christmas Day, as the tournament does get going a day earlier with all the games in one venue. Next year's championship, of course, will be back in Red Deer and again here in Edmonton, as Canada will host in back-to-back years. Next year will be the 15th time that Canada will host the World Junior Championship.
I keep walking around, Dennis, and I think about next year at this time with the World Junior Championship return to Edmonton and Red Deer. And, you know, 2020 all behind us, pandemic under control. I think it'll be bananas in here, in Red Deer. Bananas.
Who you feel for? There's no relegation, so these teams will be back next year, all of them. But you feel for the players that either didn't come this year because of COVID, and the ones that will not be eligible to play next year and play in front of what is going to be a couple of electric buildings here in Alberta.
Well, no question about it. I remember being in Vancouver in 2006, and some of the countries that weren't very good, they were playing in front of buildings 17,000. And, you know, I remember one of the officials with the team saying to me, he goes, "This is going to be the biggest game these players will ever play." You know, you think about Austria, right? And, you know, yes, Marco Rossi's going to play in the NHL and be a real good NHL player, maybe a couple other ones. But for those players that come into Edmonton or Red Deer, right, and play in a beautiful arena with raucous fans, I mean, that's an exciting experience that young players never forget. So that's where I feel, you know. And the fans that get so enthusiastically behind the tournament, too. The community. You know, we go into the communities year after year in different countries, and everybody gets behind it. So, honestly, Dennis, I feel for everybody, because it's a special tournament with special people involved in every aspect.
Konashko lets the long shot go. That's sailed wide. Yellish on the far side controls. And Malik is going to jam that up on the short side, and he will hang on to it. Here's what the Czech Republic has ahead of them. Greg?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a gauntlet, isn't it? Like, you know,
now,
Sweden, Russia,
course,
United States.
Sweden has that unbelievable round-robin record on the line. But Sweden, some challenges. They will not play a pre-tournament game. Sweden along with Germany. So how much rust will be on that Swedish squad? Novak chasing this one down. It gets cleared away from him by Yellish. After it is Konashko, all alone in front. And that just got away from Adam Raska.
Not the space you want to leave open in front of your net, and certainly not the player you want to see potentially the puck coming to in Adam Raska.
Michael Mrazek overskated that in front of his own Slovakian net. Almost a scoring chance for the Czech Republic.
You know, Adam Raska, who was drafted by San Jose, played in Rimouski. You know, he had a up-front close look to Alexis Lafreniere. Certainly watching and now participating in the tournament once again. I mean, that's a thrill for him.
Offside shot, long shot from Kofer on the near side. Good save. As Philip Kofer let the long wrister go. Jiricek carrying it in, tried the cross-ice pass. Offside is called.
Well, it's always comforting for a head coach, and in the case of Czech's head coach, Karl Malenik, you know, when you got that many returning players that have the experience of the tournament and understand what the demands are, and some good players, some really good players in that group of 10, well, that helps coaches be a little bit more confident. And
turned over at center. Jiricek dropped it back, and that got intercepted. Slafkovsky trying to clear. Another centering pass deflected away. Jiricek walks it in, ripped it through traffic. Save made by Halabai. Chromiak almost turned it over against the checking of Nyman, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. Jammed up in the corner, Staka at the line. The shot never got through. And it's going down the block. That one, is that Mishak that went down the near side? It was.
It was Mishak. And an example of what Mishak does. He's a really well-rounded player.
Panashko.
No, it's interesting. The Montreal Canadiens signed Michael Frolik today. And, you know, there's some real similarities between the game of Michael Frolik and the game of Jan Mishak. They're really, the ability to play in so many different areas of the game. You know, Frolik has made a career on that. And Mishak has those same capabilities.
Czech Republic career goals for leader in this tournament is Michael Frolik. 12 goals in 25 games.
You like that for a segue.
Very good. You put it right on the tee. Taransky. Take it to the corner, centers it out front. And grabbed off and cleared by Muzik. Czech Republic in on the attack. Coutinho waits for it at the right point. Never did get to him, at least on the first try. May get another opportunity, does. And he rips a wrister. And that got blocked away by Halabai. Kept in at the line. Pressure now by the Czech Republic. And finally, Taransky will slip this ahead. Elias tried to get that to the front of the net. That got steered away, and Pitlick carries back for the Czech Republic. Cross ice pass, good backtrack there by Elias. And Petrovicki is on the loose puck. Petrovicki's pass up the middle. He was trying to find Kalenic, and that got deflected away. Smoizel plays his back in behind his own net. Now he takes the pass from Malik, the netminder. Kalenic, or rather Novak, will send this in. Novak in on the forecheck, deflected away from him. Haas after it, and it's bounced out at center ice. And back for it, Vakurka. Played it through the middle, intercepted, and right back in for Roman Fate. Just not a lot of room in that neutral zone right now. Simon Bechar tried to clear it up the boards. Novak intercepted. Bechar back into a pile along the near side wall. And it bounces around for Mrazek to control, and Mrazek will play it back in behind his own net. Petrovicki winds his way through center, finds a little bit of room. Petrovicki played it to the front of the net. Trying to get that for Makluka. Intercepted and cleared. Czech Republic right back down with Pricklick. Pricklick plays it on. Rajkowski tried to get that back to the line, did. Kubicek's long wrister goes off the stick and wide. Czech Republic completing the change. Kubicek trying to hold it in, can't. Finally, Faith will control for Slovakia. For Golian. Slips it around the boards. Tepley trying to block it. Came up at center ice. Good body check there by Jiricek as he stepped into his man.
Pretty confident play there by Nick Malik. He was patient. Got everything settled down. Nice outlet pass.
Mishak plays it back to the left point. Trying to hold it in and slapping it back to the corner is Jiricek. Now stuffed up by Soika, and it gets out to center ice.
You know what else has been stuffed up? The Slovakian attack, the Slovak attack, rather. You know, they just have had no opportunity to move through the neutral zone. Right now, Czech Republic is putting on a defensive posture clinic where they're not allowing them any room, no space.
Staka tried to hold the line, could not. Staka on it again. Marco Staka, the 18-year-old. This makes its way for Elias, and Elias couldn't get anywhere with the bouncing puck. 7.5 left to go here in period number 2, and Staka back into his own end. Drops it for Konoshko. Konoshko gets to center, chips it deep. Slovakia will start a forward line change. Pitlick played it back into his own end. And this will get sent in. Snapped off the boards by Hlavai. Kashlik passes through the middle. Kalenic trying to bust in behind the defense. Again, the puck was bouncing on him. No room to get into that Czech Republic zone. Kalenic is after it. Tortillo gets there first, though. And a scrum to the left of Malik. Officials telling him to play on, and they do. Long lead pass. Yelich chipping that one ahead and just beyond the reach of Muzik. Back for Koshlik.
That little flip pass, Dennis, that's Stanislaus Hazel again. I mean, he calmly picks the puck out of the corner, steps up there. He doesn't try to force a puck on the pass, so he does an aerial. I think Aaron Rodgers would be pretty happy with him.
Sent in by Klikorka, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 3-0, all the goals coming in period 1. 18-year-old Simon Letkotsi now comes into play net for Slovakia. Samuel Hlavai, who will be busy when this tournament gets underway, heads to the bench. Good work, good night's work for him. 3 got by him, but made a number of good saves through traffic. Czech Republic up with the puck off the face-off. Martin Haas gets it to the front of the net. That got blocked in front. Mudrak will clear. Faith up at center. Chip to the head. Shermoon now for Mrazek. Back at the line for Mudrak. Trying to hold it in. Did briefly. And now cleared up at center. A little bit of room for Tepley. Tepley carries it in. Puts a backhander to the front of the net. Letkotsi. Loose puck. What a chance there, and unable to find the back of the net was Vitush.
I think it was Mishak who had the chance there right in front, and he was looking skyward earlier in the game when Hlavai robbed him. Now he gets a new goaltender to rob him.
It was number 19 Mishak, number 18 Vitush giving chase on the icing call, but plays whistled down.
Mishak, here comes Tepley, and drive, but watch how Mishak just leaves himself enough space and room to work with, and then as the puck comes, he picks it out, tries to pull it there, and gets deflected. You know, the game is played fast, Dennis, but the game also has to be played, you know, with a requisite amount of patience. You can't be jamming up plays, and shot right off the face-off, and Nick Malik, right on it, sharp on it. Here's Jan Mishak, and you know, playing over in his hometown of Litvinov this year after going over to play with Hamilton in the Ontario Hockey League after the World Junior last year. And what I would suggest is it doesn't matter where you put Jan Mishak or what team you put him on, he's going to be a good player.
And news from the OHL today that the start has been delayed one more time as they try and do everything to get going, but at the same time, safety is the #1 concern.
Yeah, public health. I mean, everything has to follow, you know, what's best for public health in this pandemic. And as disappointing as it is for everybody involved with the junior leagues, you know, to hear that news, these are necessary to make sure we get this virus under control.
Penalty coming up on the play. Czech Republic with their 3-0 lead.
Well, there's Martin Chromiak in the penalty box, and certainly not a place you want to see him if you're looking for goals, but he just kind of loses his balance, and then his stick catches the skate of Prikro, and there he goes to sit. It certainly wasn't one of those sloppy, unnecessary penalties. It was one of those unfortunate penalties.
4th power play of the game for the Czech Republic. 1 for 3 coming into this one. Martin Haas controls at the line, gets it for Tepley. Tepley's quick shot off, escape wide. Mishak spins it back in the line for Haas. Cross ice for Tepley. Tepley back for Mishak. Off the corner boards. The Montreal draft pick controls. Mishak plays it in behind, gets the return pass. Pitlick goes back to the front of the net. Mishak plays it back into the corner. Power play for the Czech Republic. Pitlick plays it back for Tepley. Tepley up top for Haas. Haas's shot. That's into the shin pads. As that got blocked by Eliash. Back down to the goal line. Mishak was on the backside. Pitlick tried to go short side. Pitlick, Raska, Tepley. Mishak is the only left-hand shot on this power play. Haas the other up top. Tepley tried to get it loose, cleared around the boards, but kept in by the Czech Republic. Mishak dishes for Haas. Haas gets it for Tepley. The one-timer off the top of that circle. And a good save by Latkoski.
Well, one thing I'm going to say early on here, the Czechs look like they have a power play that is going to be really dangerous. Do not be taking penalties. They can throw it around. They got players that can shoot it. They can make plays into the tight areas. That was a really good save by Latkoski. You know, you start throwing the puck around and you're precise and you're getting the scoring chances and you're making the plays, and that builds confidence throughout your offensive game.
Spoizale lets the wrister go from the top. That got blocked. Michael Gutt plays it back in behind the net, gets it back. Lets the shot go to the short side. Latkoski got in front of that. Crickrow gets it back for Gutt. Gutt trying to go across ice. That got tipped away. Dying seconds of the man advantage. Novak gets it back, comes off the skate. Got the wrister. That got blocked. Power play is over. Chromiak is out. Good block there by Bechar. 2 shots, 3 shots on that power play. And Bechar will send this all the way down the ice. Malik came out and played it. Staka back into his own end for Slovakia. Looking for some room is Mrazek. Good Mrazek winds his way through. Protects the puck against the checking of Kucherik. Now it does come loose. Intercepted though. Yelich plays it off the corner boards. Tried to get that on for Roman Faith. And that got turned away, cleared back in, and this is off a stick and another play.
We were talking about Mrazek, Dennis. I'm thinking now that we might have to go with the all-hair all-star team at the tournament here. We're going to have to keep our eyes on the flow of the players, because I'll tell you what, Mrazek's, he's got flow, man.
That's a good one going there.
There we go. We need the flow camera.
Yes.
We got all kinds of cameras in here. I say let's get the flow camera going.
3rd year he has played in Sweden for Mrazek.
Playing in Linköping.
Late here in period number 2, turned over. One-man rush for the Czech Republic. Yelich on the backtrack. Dietrich's trying to center. And this gets deflected.
Another really good play. I mean, Tepley, Vituch moves right into the slot at the right time, and you know, like Kochi, the goaltender, he's got to be ready for it. Mishak holds it, does a little spin move. Tepley handles this a little bit of a bouncing puck, but he gets it clean. And it's funny how players that have really good puck skills, there's no such thing as a bad puck, right? Players that don't have good puck skills, every puck is a challenge.
10 of the last 11 shots in this game have come from the sticks of the Czech Republic players. as they have simply here in the second period, after getting 3 in the first, not given Slovakia much. Tepley trying to drive that to the net, got pinned to the corner boards. Good defensive play there by Petrovicki.
Slovakia went about 13 minutes without a shot on goal. Then they got one, and we're probably looking about 1 shot on goal in the last 17 minutes here.
Tepley with the steal. Klekorka shot, score! Carl Klekorka lets the wrister go. Looked as though it went off somebody or something in front. And the Czech Republic has now opened up a 4-0 lead.
I mean, they've had some great chances, and there's Tepley again. Just, that looks like it goes off the skate on the attempted shot block by was that Mrazek trying to block the shot? I believe it was.
Lots of traffic in front.
And they've been applying pressure. I mean, they're controlling the puck, controlling the play, neutral zone. Slovakia just has no ability to put pressure on Czech Republic, and conversely, Czech Republic is applying lots of pressure on Slovakia.
Martin Haas, 19 years of age, 6'4". Walks plenty of time for the Czech Republic. Up for Pitlick. Pitlick's wrister. That's taken up high by Leskotsi and cleared. Kalenic in on the forecheck, trying to pin Kubicek to the backboards. Kubicek gets some help from Pitlick, and Pitlick up for Haas. Haas, nice pass, corralled by Prickle. Prickle trying to work it down deep. Haas in from the line, gets a couple of whacks. Kubicek through traffic, that's turned aside. Big time pressure here late in the second period by the Czech Republic. Kubicek the shot, rebound in front of the net, loose for Adam Laska for a split second. And now another penalty coming as Simon Bichar gets his stick caught up. And a tripping penalty coming at the end of the period. Slovakia down by 4. Czech Republic 3 in the first, 1 more here late in the second, and a 4-0 lead after 40 minutes in Edmonton.
Campfire Chords, the latest release from Arkells, featuring the #1 single, Quitting You, out now. For more than 80 years, Esso has supported Canadian hockey with programs like the Esso Medals of Achievement, Esso Fun Days, and the Esso Cup through our long-standing partnership with Canada's national teams. Esso, proud premier partner of Hockey Canada.
Week 16 in the NFL gets underway on Christmas Day, a big fat present with a matchup between the Vikings and the Saints. Coverage begins at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on TSN and CTV2, Canada's home for the NFL. So the Czech Republic adding another goal there in the second period to take a 4-0 lead over Slovakia. And Ray, it was all offense for the Czechs in that first period. The defense really clamping down, and Slovakia had some chances, but they really dried up as the period went on.
Yeah, you know, the Czechs have played a pretty good hockey game here. I think they've been the better team pretty clearly by some margin. The shots were 16-4 in the second period in the favor of the Czech Republic. And whenever Slovakia had a chance to break out into the open ice, they didn't get the puck to the net. A 2-on-1 that is deflected away, a chance right in at the front of the net, a missed pass just in front of the net, and then late in the period, the Czechs get their well-earned 4th goal as Pitlick in front of the net is not tended to, wide open in front as he deflects Klekora's shot past the goaltender. And, you know, I think we're seeing a Slovak team that struggled to score last year. They had just 9 goals in 5 games, and it looks like that's going to be a problem for Robert Petrovicki's team here in this tournament. Offense is going to be a struggle.
And the Czechs start that third period on the power play, so they'll be looking for more there once we get underway again. Well, one player in particular that Montreal Canadian fans are excited to see what he can do here at the World Juniors is Jan Mysak, and here he is with Ryan Rashog.
Well, lots of goals through the first 40 minutes of play for your team. What have you liked about what you've done so far?
Yeah, I think we play a good game. We're trying to shoot the pucks. We're trying to play hard, and I think we're leading 4-0, so that's good for us.
The round robin draw, it's tough. Sweden, Russia, and the United States are your first 3 games of the tournament. How are you trying to prepare for those 3 really difficult games here today?
Yeah, it will be hard games. They'll play good hockey, so it's going to be important to prepare good, and we'll try to play our best, so I'll see.
You have experience playing on North American size ice. How much does that help you in an event like this?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable here, so I think that's good for me. I'll try to help my teammates, and we'll try to play our best hockey. So.
Thanks, Jan.
You appreciate it.
All right, when we come back, we'll start to look ahead to Canada's first game at these World Juniors. It's Germany on Boxing Day inside the Edmonton bubble.
Premier partner of Hockey Canada, Tim Hortons has supported minor hockey for over 35 years through the Timbits Hockey Program and its commitment to developing teamwork, confidence, and social skills in an inclusive environment. Timbits Hockey, where the first goal is having fun.
Earlier today, Canada getting the win over Russia in its only warm-up game at these World Juniors. Jamie Drysdale, the lone goal scorer, while Devin Levi, making his World Junior debut here in the bubble, got the shutout. But despite the victory, the concern post-game was the injury suffered by the captain, Kirby Dach.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, nobody's really too sure what's going on with him right now, so just hoping for the best.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, I was on the ice, so I didn't see what happened. You know, anytime a guy leaves, it sucks for sure. You know, so we'll get an update when we do.
We might have some line change and some guys move around, but I think that will be a combo of today's games plus Docker's situations. We'll have a good day off tomorrow. I think that will be good to have a good Christmas dinner as a team, and then after we'll get back on track. We'll work on our power play. We'll see what's the situation of Docker and if we need to shuffle stuff around for the power play and the 5-on-5.
So more x-rays needed, which is never a good thing.
No.
But we're going to keep things light. We're going to keep things positive here. And, you know, when you think of Russia and Canada, you know, explosive offense, you'll see lots of goals, even if it is a warm-up game. Bit of a surprise it's 1-0, and it was a defenseman scoring the only goal.
I thought it was, there were enough chances that there could have been a few goals, but defensively, both teams did a pretty good job. They both skate well, they both take away space, and there really wasn't a lot of chances. So after 40 minutes, you're looking for a goal somewhere, and as you mentioned, it comes from a defenseman. Watch Jamie Drysdale. He's in the middle of the ice. He's told his defense partner, Bowen Byram, quick up, the Russians are changing. Here comes Drysdale all the way across the ice to take the Perfetti pass. Here he is, directing traffic. Byram starts the rush and then gets into it himself. Drysdale's shot will elude the goaltender who had come in relief of Askarov, who was so good for Russia in the first 40 minutes. And the Anaheim Ducks first-round pick, the number 6 overall, back in his second tournament. Drysdale gets on the board, and Canada rides some solid goaltending from Levi and has the 1-0 win.
So goodbye to the warm-up games and hello to the games that officially count. So Canada's schedule, of course, gets underway on Boxing Day against Germany. And in their group, a little lucky, I would say, no Sweden, no USA, no Russia, and their hardest game is that one on New Year's Eve.
Well, they're all in the other group. The B pool is the pretty loaded group this year. Canada wins, so they end up in this group here. And you're right, the last game of the preliminary round against Finland will certainly be their biggest test. Now, they open up against Germany, and Germany had a really nice tournament last year. They had some players that started to impress. 2 of them would go drafted high this year in Lucas Reichel and Tim Stützle. Stützle went 3 to Ottawa. Now, Reichel's not at the tournament. He tested positive for COVID, so he is out. And then the Germans also lost Moritz Schneider, who is an excellent defenseman with the Detroit Red Wings. He's staying in Sweden, but Tim Stützle is the headliner. He's a terrific player. I think he's got a little bit of Patrick Kane in him. He loves to attack one-on-one. He's a good passer. He's strong on the puck. He's really been a good player in the DEL, the Elite League in Germany. Missed some time earlier in the year with a wrist surgery, but he's back healthy and ready to go, and by far the best player on the German team.
And of course, one of the biggest stories surrounding the Germans are those 8 players that tested positive. So they don't have any warm-up games. They'll be coming out of quarantine on Christmas Eve. And then, oh, you know, just back-to-back games against Finland and Canada.
Oh, great.
Doesn't sound too difficult, right? Well, the Czechs, they'll start this third period on the power play, holding on a 4-0 lead over Slovakia.
Three goals in the first period for the Czech Republic. One more in the second came late. They have now given the goal to Jaromír Pitlick. It did change directions a couple of times on its way in. Karel Klikorka let the shot go from the blue line. There's your shots, 30-12. The last 16 shots in this game, 15-1 in favor of the Czech Republic. Stanislav Svozil, a name that we've talked about quite a bit in this game, and Svozil very high for this coming up draft.
Yeah, in my view, a terrific young defenseman. I mean, a defenseman has to be able to decipher so many different things around him. He's got to have the vision, he's got to have the skill, he's also got to have the ability to remain calm under pressure. Svozil possesses all of those things. He understands where his options are. He made a play in the second period. He kind of fishes the puck out, and then he sizes it up. He doesn't see a play to make on the ice, so he does an aerial that creates a half chance. It doesn't go anywhere, but Stanislav Svozil is a real terrific young defenseman upcoming here for the 2021 draft. And there you're seeing Bikash, who ends up in the penalty box right at the end of the period. I mean, nothing went right for Slovakia in that second period.
All right, boys, here we go.
And right up until the end when he takes a penalty, and now the Czechs start on the power play.
Fifth power play of the game for the Czech Republic. They have scored a goal with the man advantage. Nick Malik remains in net for the Czech Republic. And across for Tepley. Tepley will play it back for Haas. Haas down for Mishak. Back in looking for Tepley. That gets deflected away. After it, Pitlick. Back for Tepley. Tepley will send this cross ice. Mishak back near side. Waiting for it was Pitlick, and that just got tipped. Kept in by the Czech Republic. Mishak for Pitlick, back for Mishak. Gets a little bit of help. Dropped at the line for Haas. And that shot got turned away. And this will get cleared and sent all the way down the ice. And
now, Dennis, you said this Czech Republic power play looks similar to something you've seen before.
Well, you see Michael Tepley on that offside at the top of the circle. He plays for the Winnipeg Ice. So he would have seen it with the Winnipeg Jets, kind of in that same spot as Patrick Laine, with that howitzer that he possesses. So Blake Wheeler looking for that seam across.
Then you also have Scheifele to deal with. Who can post up into that upper slot area. 3 right-hand shots that zip that puck around like this 4 right shot power play with Tepley, and the only one that's not a right shot is Jan Mishak.
Prickrell drops it off, taken by Gutt, deflected in front. That got cleared away from the front of the net by Staka. And now controlled by Staka, and he'll start back. 1 shot on that power play as Bichar makes his way out of the penalty box. Svozil back for it. Whips it off the boards, heads to the bench on the line change. Czech Republic in on the forecheck. Nyman trying to work it loose, deflected away from him. Gets kept in though, and Wojciechowski will send this back in deep. Back at the line, slap shot through some traffic. That got kicked away. Kucheruk let that rip. Another steal by the Czech Republic. Shot to the short side, and Latkotsky will get a piece of it.
Yamaha revs your heart.
3 games Christmas Day to start this 2021 World Junior Championship. Canada's first game will be on the 26th as Canada will take on Germany. Tough start for Germany after being in quarantine here a little longer. They will play the 25th against Finland, 26th against Canada after just getting out of quarantine tomorrow. McCluka carries in for Slovakia, plays it deep. Off the corner boards. Back to the blue line it comes, tipped away. Bichar now in a foot race with Tepley. Tepley trying to drive it to the net. Bichar, did he take him down? Says no. And Tepley may have just lost an edge. The net comes off, no penalty on the play.
Michael Tepley taking the puck to the net, and you know, as he tries to turn the corner and get inside of the defenseman, it's like a slalom skier when you get so low and you just can't hold your edge, and looked like a no harm, no foul play. Simon Bikar.
Kind of looked at the referee right off the bat and said, hey, I didn't do it. The referee agreed with him. Last medal for Slovakia 2015, a bronze in Canada. In fact, there's 2 medals for Slovakia, both coming in Canada. Winnipeg in 1995 and then Toronto, Montreal in 2015. And in tough. Jammed up. Pitlick trying to pull it out of the pile for the Czech Republic does. Pitlick then takes the bump from Staka. Staka will send it ahead, waiting for it is Kashlik. And Kashlik will just play it out at center ice. Svoizale will carry it right back in. Svoizale drafted by the Regina Pats in the Canadian Hockey League draft.
That little play in the neutral zone. He just gives a little hesitation, a little look, and then it swings the other way, opens up the ice, and the play gets into the offensive zone. It's those types of plays, the deception, understanding how to open up the ice for himself.
Closed captioning of the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship is brought to you in part by Bet99.net. Canada's newest destination for free sports information, odds, and casino. Every game starts at Bet99.
So Slovakia is still looking for its first goal. We talked about this earlier. Only 9 goals in last year's championship in the Czech Republic. And only 4 of those 9 came at even strength. There's a shot and a glove save there, and that gets held as Simon Latkazi came in to replace Samuel Halavai in the second period.
Well, that's 20 of the last 21 shots now in favor of Czech Republic. So, you know, Samuel Halavai, who was real strong in the Slovak net, and now you're seeing Simon Latkazi face the same type of barrage that Halavai was facing.
Kept in at the line. Kucherik lets the wrister go. Chipped off the boards, trying to get it out there was Messar. And it's right back in where Adam Raska gets chased. Raska kind of stumbles, stays on it, comes up with it, backhand shot. Save made, Novak plays it back. Shot from the line, doesn't get through, rebound, score! A stick or a skate right onto the stick of Gut, and he buries it, and it's 5-0.
Raska made a terrific play. He ended up getting the puck up high in the offensive zone, and then he circled back and just stayed with the puck. The puck comes back, and then as you'll see Raska end up with it again, kind of right here as it swings around, skate to stick, and a perfect pass to Gut, and makes no mistake about it. No, we didn't get a whole look at the ice after that goal, but the Slovak team, heads down, clearly defeated. Clearly defeated. They, after about 10 to 12 minutes of the first period, it has been considerably lopsided in Czech Republic's favor.
Well, they'll need to get that sorted out tomorrow on the off day, because The game against Switzerland on the 25th is a game that they have to look at as a game that they need to win, because after that it's Canada, Germany, and Finland. So the Switzerland game and the Germany game are the two that they will look at.
So here's the goal again, and Gut gets right to the front of the net. But, you know, Raska, real good poise as he kicks the puck to his skate, and he's fully aware of where Gut is. Gut moves into that spot, and then, again, an easy tap-in goal. Real symmetry, you know, in the offensive attack and on the power play for the Czechs.
Initially, I thought that was a carom. It wasn't. It was just a perfect pass.
The carom came off the shot from Haas at the point, and that's where Raska was really alert and aware on the play, and he was terrific in being able to make that play to Gut.
Definitely for Lang. Martin Lang has not seen a lot of ice time in this game. Chromiak waiting for it at center, never did get to him, and Bichar will go back for Slovakia. Bichar circles back. Haven't seen much of David Woodrak as of late for Slovakia. Konashko will wind it up for Yelich. Yelich on. This will get deflected in. Back out for Chromiak at center. Staka ran into his own man, Elias. Elias went down. Spoizale had to get away from him. Controlled. Wojciechowski in front of the net. That got deflected away. Slavkovsky now on the backtrack, giving chase. Pitlick lets the wrister go. Good save. In at the right point. Cherick. Jammed up along the boards. And now grabbed off, and Slovakia will regroup. Pass up the middle by Messar failed to materialize. Right back in for Pitlick. Pitlick stripped of the puck, and Elias will play it back in behind his own net. A long lead pass now. Klerch. Kalenic trying to bust his way through. No room. Back out at center ice. Getting taken down there was Haas as he collides with Soika. Czech Republic right back in on the attack, and finally picked up by Kalenic, and he'll just get rid of it and send it down the ice. Well, back to jam it around.
Even when Slovakia makes a pass and tries to stretch it out, it's 1-on-3, and there's no support, and the play quickly comes back the other way.
Krutil leads the rush, now goes to the front of the net, and this gets tipped away from Plecork, and back out at center ice.
Slovakia has more skill, and you know, Robert Petrovicki is going to have to try to bottle up what they had in the first 10-12 minutes, where they had some really good chances and used their skating, and try to emphasize this is how we're going to have to play to give ourselves a chance to win games.
Raza getting chase, plays it back at the line. There's Woodrak. Lets the shot go through some traffic. Good save by Malik. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Canada's quest for gold at the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship begins Boxing Day. They'll kick off the tournament against Germany. Coverage begins at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific, only on TSN. The future of hockey lives here. Trying to go back-to-back. Since Canada's gone back-to-back gold in 2008, 2009, Canada has won 3 gold medals in that time frame. USA has won 3, Finland has won 3, Sweden 1, and Russia 1. Chance in front, and that gets deflected up, and that is up and out of play as Roman Faith found himself with a loose puck in front of Malik. Not easy going back-to-back. Whether it's a Stanley Cup, whether it's a gold medal, Canada will try and accomplish that.
Canada's the last team to do it since 2009. Last time was in 2009, and you know, with the great call, with the, can you believe it, Gord Miller on that Jordan Eberle goal that tied it up. The Russians with mere second on the clock. But it speaks to the parity of this tournament. It speaks to how hard it is to win it now. You know, the days of Canada winning the tournament 5 years in a row. I mean, you think about that those dominant eras. You know, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen now. It's like the Montreal Canadiens and the Islanders, you know, winning 4 cups in a row, 5 cups in a row in the late 50s. The Oilers winning 5 in 7 years. Not going to happen anymore.
Finland's success might be not a surprise, but certainly with 3 gold medals in the last 2 years for Finland. Played around the boards in the Czech Republic zone. Grabbed off, and this will get flipped out of harm's way by Kucheruk. Delayed offside, but right back up the ice for Faith. He'll play it through for Chromiak. Chromiak takes it wide, short side try, that hit the side of the net. Tried to find a little bit of room up high on the glove side on that short side. Slavkovsky. And Chromiak stays on him. Chromiak circles up high, lets the wrist shot go. That got blocked. And this will get shoveled out to center ice. Tepley couldn't get a stick on it. Right back in by Slavkovsky. And that long wrist shot went wide. Elias chops it back in deep. And now grabbed off and taken by Jiricek. He'll just flip it out to center ice. Stopped there by Turan. Turan trying to stop the play, could not. And Staka. Pitlick is on him quickly, and he'll send it back for Elias. Elias for Kashlik, no room for him. Boy, we've seen shift after shift where the Czech Republic just does not give Slovakia any room whatsoever. And now we'll get a face-off in the Slovakian zone. Into the back half of period number 3, 4-0 Czech Republic. Teams will enjoy Christmas dinner tomorrow. And then on Christmas Day, it all gets going. Switzerland and Slovakia, Germany and Finland, and Russia and USA to wrap up the day in what should be a dandy. And Robert Petrovicki will have to get the psyche of his Slovakian team ready for that opening match on Christmas Day. Simon Nemetz sends this cross ice, bounces away, a little bit of room for Turansky, and he tried to jam that on that short side, ran out of room. Turansky on it again. Sends it deep off the corner board, snapped out at center, and Turansky again first back after it, but he will leave it for Petrovicki. Ryan Petrovicki tried to feed that up on the right side for Messer, turned over. Brought back in by Rachovsky. All the way around to the right point, Kubicek. Slips it down low, Baranek. Off the corner boards, plays it back at the blue line. Flecourt will send this in deep. Baranek. Around the boards for Nyman. Nyman back at the line, Rister through traffic there from Kubicek. Never got through. Kubicek paired on defense, along with Flekorka. Flekorka had the assist on the goal late in the second period. Initially, it looked like it was his shot that found its way in, maybe off a Slovak body, but it was later changed to Pitlick with the goal. Faith on the steal, played it to the front of the Czech Republic net. There to break it up and clear is Flekorka. And now a 3-on-2 for the short side. It comes for Mishak. Couldn't get a stick on it. jammed away by Mudrak. And now a little bit of room through the middle of the ice for Faith. Tried to dangle his way through, nothing doing as he tried to cut around Yacherick. Bounces around, and now cleared up at center ice. Mishak with Swolzale. Swolzale couldn't handle that bouncing puck. Chance on the near side for Yelish. Lets the wrist shot go, and that got turned away.
The Czechs are blocking shots. I mean, they're up 5-0. They have not taken any shortcuts. Penalty upcoming here to Konashko.
Blind hit as he came off the bench. This is a bit of a blind side.
You're not allowed to hit a player if you're not engaged with him on the puck. And here it comes, and Konashko comes off the bench.
Lang doesn't see him.
No, and I mean, as you come off the bench, but
Slovakia, number 20. 5-minute major, game misconduct. Check it to the head.
5 in a game for a head check.
I don't think he got him in the head. I really didn't see that.
So Konashko's night is done.
Yeah.
Lang appears to be all right. Yeah, I don't think the head was the target.
Well, their heads might have very well have bumped, but the contact was made with Konashko's shoulder in the midsection. But you know, there again, I talk about, you know, trying to emphasize that they want the game to be safer for all players. That doesn't mean they don't want physical play. That doesn't mean they want to take out hit. I know a lot of people are going, oh geez, that's a clean hit, why are we? The game is faster. The game is going on in so many directions, and it changes direction so quickly that you have to enhance safety in certain areas. And you know, a player, yeah, when you're on the ice, yeah, you got to be aware of what's going on, but now you got to be aware of who's coming off the bench. I mean, the speed of the game is tremendous, and it's a safety initiative, and one that I think is really good and really positive.
Dominic Soika in to serve the penalty for Konashko. Czech Republic back to the power play. This gets cleared off a stick and out.
And further to that, Dennis, I would like in those situations too, the referees have an opportunity to go look at it and say, okay, that's a 2 and a 10, or that is a 5, right? Because they got to make that call in real time. And I think we should try to give them more benefits, you know, to that type of call that has real consequences for a team within a game.
Cleared back at the blue line for Haas. Haas for Tepley. Tepley cross ice for Mishak. Down for Pitlick. Pitlick back for Mishak, trying to get it to the forehand. Can't scramble in front of the net. Tepley trying to dig it out of the pile. Back for Tepley. Pitlick back in front, trying to get that for Raska. And deflected and cleared all the way down the ice.
The Finland power play in 2016 was lights out great. They threw 2 different power plays. Jukka Jalonen had 2 different power plays. I mean, Patrick Laine, I mean, they were brilliant. Aho, Ruka Hintz, Puliarvi, they were great. And, you know, I'm watching this Czech power play right now. They have a chance to be pretty dynamic on the power play. They hound the puck. They get around the puck. They make plays in traffic. Really impressed with that power play. Imagine when they get a chance to work on it more.
Yes, good work short-handed there. Chance in front. What a save. Litkazi comes over.
I don't think he made it. I think it went off the crossbar.
Off the pipe and up and out of play. 5-0, Czech Republic. Off the rush on the power play for the Czech Republic, and got in tight, and that ticks off the crossbar and goes up and out of play. Bit of a rolling puck, but
I like how you said that. gut. Not easy to do. I couldn't do it 5 times in a row.
Face-off will be in the Slovakian zone. Again, all the officials in this tournament, because of the COVID situation, they are all from Canada. And for all these linesmen and referees that have worked Memorial Cups and Continental Cups, they've worked a variety of U17, U18 events. Now get an opportunity to work the 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship here in Edmonton.
And it's a great opportunity. You know, we talk about players, you know, in this age group, you know, being able to test themselves out against other players, you know, in a best-on-best competition. Well, the officials want opportunities to advance and to test themselves. And certainly when you come to a tournament, a big tournament, such as the World Junior Hockey Championship, it gives those officials, all of them, that opportunity to see where they're at and to continue to progress.
We got Carter Sandlock, who is the son of Jim Sandlock. We got Adam Blosky, who's the son of Derek Blosky, who's a longtime referee out of Saskatoon. Cleared up at center. Pitlick takes this off the sideboards. Chip back at the blue line. Tepley gets it for Haas, down for Tepley, plays it down low. Circling out of the corner is Pitlick. Back up top, Haas, down for Mishak. Mishak back for Tepley. Back for Haas, back for Tepley. He ripped that from the edge of the circle, good save. Tepley on it again. Being watched closely by Kashlik, came to the front of the net. Kotsky turned that aside.
Kotsky made a good save there. He held up on that short side and didn't go down. Tepley was trying to put it on the short side over the shoulder.
Raska the shot and a good setup there from Mishak. Trying to clear it, but falling on the play was Kashlik. Tepley for Raska. Back for Tepley. Up top, Haas. Rips it. Good glove save, Latotsky. And he'll hang on to it, but good puck movement there by the Czech Republic.
So it's 5-0, and you know, certainly somebody might be saying, why do they have their #1 power play out there? They need their #1 power play out there. This is a pre-tourney game. They haven't had any games. They need to work on it. They need to continue to work on it because you got to be ready once the tournament starts. Czechs are in a tough group with Russia, USA, and Sweden. So, you know what, none of this, so why do they have their best power play out there? It's exactly what needs to happen.
They are in the tough group, no question. But Coach Carl Lenyuk will like what he's seen from his troops in this pre-tournament game. Power play continues for another $1.12. In a 5-0 lead, shot score! Muzik, left-hand shot, brings it off the right side boards and rips it, power play goal.
Well, I can say this. I mean, you're the Czechs, you got to feel really good about this game. Not just because you've put 6 up, not because you've had good goaltending. They have been on it and after it all the way through this game. They've attacked, they've hounded the puck, they've been hungry, and they have found ways to score in multiple ways. Obviously, this is another power play goal, but from a different unit. Nice little screen there by Prekrill. Lots to feel good about coming out of this game for the Czechs.
So a 6-0 game. We saw Philip Prekrill in front of the net, 18-19 season, St. John Sea Dogs. And then back to the Czech Republic for the 19-20 season. Malik has gone the distance in goal. Raska through center. Dishes for Tepley. Tepley back for Raska up there with Pitlick. So the #1 power play unit comes back out. Trying to hold that in, unable to, was Martin Haas. Coach perhaps saying, well, the #2 power play unit got a goal. All right, #1 power play unit. See what you can do.
The shots on goal right now are 46-14. At one point in time, the shots on goal were 15-11.
Chance in front, Matoski down. Pitlick with the opportunity, draws another penalty. So what's more impressive to you, the 46-4 or the 14 against?
Well, the 4, but they've outshot them 31 to 3 in the last, 35 minutes or so. I mean, it's been complete domination. And here's the penalty.
So as much
Sacha
as they
goes over,
controlled offensively.
Yeah, one of the things I've really noticed about Jaromir Pitlick, who plays in Sault Ste. Marie, played there last year, ended up being a 4th-round draft pick, and you watch him, you see him, and I looked at his skating, and was it good enough? Does he have the quickness? But there was a good example there of where players improve.
So a 5-on-3. Wrist shot from Novak. And another glove save. Here's the tally that made it 6-0.
Radek Muzik. Yep. A little bit of joy on the bench. Always happy when you score. But just quickly back to Pitlick. I can see there's a little more junk in his skating. He showed that on that penalty, Drew. He changes gear, he gets around the corner, and sometimes if you're a better skater in your draft year, you go a little bit higher, but you draft players with the idea that they can improve and they're willing to work on it. Right away, I can see that with Pitlick here, that there's some good improvement in that skating area.
Novak tracks this down the near side. He'll get a bump on the play from Soika. Muzik controls, got it tied up in his skates. Now a bit of a scrum going on. And Coley is on it. Up for Soika. Back to a 5-on-4 now for the Czech Republic. Novak trying to drive that to the net. And Latoski comes across and makes a good save. And then picked up and cleared off the glass and out to center ice by Mudrak. Slozale. The long lead pass, Chance in tight, and a good save off Prickrill. And we'll get a face-off.
Pretty good rush there by Prickrill.
Czech Republic finding some offense in this game.
33-3. Thorough domination by Czech.
Off a face-off, a deflection on the shot from the line from Haas. Ishak cleared back down low, now Bichar on it, and Bichar gets piled into the boards, and there's going to be a penalty there to Raska, and this may be more than just 2.
Keep in mind, too, that the IIHF disciplinary committee looks at all these types of penalties, and they can hand out supplemental discipline. Here's the play, and Raska comes across. It's clearly boarding. There's no question about it. And I talked about it earlier. When you're coming in to deliver a hit, when that player is in that position,
Number 26,
you can't
Czech
do
Republic, 5 minutes, and game misconduct for from behind.
You can't do it. You simply can't.
So it is 5 and a game misconduct. And certainly Bichar was in a vulnerable position. And Raska will make his way to the dressing room.
Well, with 16 seconds left in this game, 6-0 for Czech Republic, I would suggest that maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers might want to look at the offense of the Czechs and try to employ it for their next game.
Bichar appears to be all right.
20 shots for the Czechs on their power play in this game. 20.
Cleared out at center. Woodrock will take the return pass. Drops it back into his own end. Goalie in back for Woodrock. And this one comes to an end. And now, a bit of a glare there between the two number 4s, Udrak and Kucherik. And Nick Malik will pick up the pre-tournament shutout. And pre-tournament or not, a shutout is always nice.
Well, it is nice, and but keep in mind that the first 10 minutes, 12 minutes of this game, Nick Malik had to make 3 really good saves when it was 0-0, 1-0 for Czech Republic. And, you know, like, yeah, he didn't have very much work for the last 45 minutes or so, but he was good early on. That didn't allow the Slovaks to have any type of confidence offensively.
They did have some chances in the early going.
The best players of each team is presented by Explore Edmonton, the visitor economy and venue management organization for Edmonton. Recipients will receive their award after they exit the ice. The best player of Team Slovakia est le numéro 27, number 27, Juraj Eliáš.
Big Eliáš, 6'4", 19 years of age.
The best player of Team Czech Republic est le numéro 30, number 30, Nick Malik.
Nick Malik with the shutout. Got into 45 minutes of action in last year's championship.
Et maintenant pour l'hymne national, for the national anthem of Team Czech Republic.
The 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship from Edmonton, Alberta is brought to you in part by Esso. The Esso brand has fueled Canada's love of hockey for over 80 years. By Nike, official gear of Canada's national hockey teams. By TELUS, helping build stronger communities on and off the ice. When we give back together, we're all connected for good. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Team Canada. The 2021 World Junior Hockey Championship from Edmonton, Alberta is brought to you in part by Chevrolet. Find new reasons to cheer. Find new roads.
The Czechs came out firing, scoring 3 goals in the first period and never looked back from there, winning the final World Junior warm-up game 6-0. Yes, another shutout over Slovakia. And now the tournament really begins. It all gets underway on Christmas Day. A trio of games coming your way, starting with Switzerland and Slovakia at 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific. And look at the nightcap. Russia and the USA, must-watch TV on Christmas Day. And then on Boxing Day, the tradition continues for Canada. The defending champs begin their quest to repeat against Germany, fresh out of quarantine and ready to go. Our coverage kicks off at 5:30 Eastern with the preview show. Well, for Ray Ferraro, Dennis Bayak, and Craig Button, I'm Laura Dyken. Thanks for watching our coverage of the World Junior Hockey Championship from the Edmonton bubble here on TSN. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.